Some of you actually formed an identity through your victimhood. You might be getting insurance or narcissistic supply from your victimhood. That's one of the kind of like the red flags that I look for. Be wary of people who are constantly playing victim so that they can receive narcissistic supply or money. If you're using your victimhood to get money, that's a red flag. That's huge. That's a hallmark. If you look at the textbook of narcissism, that's where it is. If you know people like that and they're using their victimhood to get money, huge red flag. First of all, the ideal victim in psychology, when you look at the whole concept of what victimhood is, there's only one, the most ideal situation for victimhood, and here it is. When, let's say, a woman is walking on the street and she just left a restaurant, and somebody who doesn't know this woman walks up to her and mugs her, takes her money, hits her or whatever, injures her, and then runs away. They don't know one another. That is the kind of like the framework of what they call in psychology an ideal victim. You don't know somebody. There was no connection between you and the perpetrator. But in most scenarios, when it's husband and wife, partners together, co-workers together, there's usually a backstory, a dynamic. There's what we call a drama triangle happening, right? In that case of the woman who just got mugged where she didn't know what the perpetrator was, that's an ideal victim. That's a true victim, okay? There was nothing anyone could do, but most of the time, there is a drama triangle where there's a victim, there's a perpetrator, and there's a rescuer. And the victim was, at one point, was a rescuer that was so tired of being rescuing and exhausting themselves that they just felt victimized, and then they turn into a perpetrator, which then takes the perpetrator, turns them into the victim. They get pissed and then turn around and perpetrate the victim. This is Steve Karpman's drama triangle. And if you're involved in a friendship or a relationship, huge red flag. Pay attention. We talk about this in our overview experience workshops in how to heal from trauma bonds. We got to be able to see where we're the victim, where we're the perpetrator, and where you're the rescuer or hero. Those of us who stay in victimhood for longer than like a couple of years aren't healthy. Your digestion will be shot. This is my kind of clinical side coming in. Your digestion will be shot, your chronic fatigue, autoimmune. Every one of those peeps that I would see in my office, they were constant victims, which doesn't invalidate their pain, but when do you want to start to identify yourself as something other than your illness, other than your former partner, other than your medical condition? When? Those are the people that we work with.